you had any money in Voyager Digital, then I'm so sorry. It looks like the glimmer of hope that once appeared is diminishing fast. Bankrupt crypto lender Voyager has had to reopen its bidding following FTX's collapse. In September 2022, FTX paid $1.4 billion to win a bidding war to acquire Voyager's assets. It beat out other crypto firms including rival exchange Binance and digital asset investment firm Wave Financial. FTX was going to buy Voyager because Voyager sought bankruptcy protection amid the crypto credit crisis that was happening back in July 2022. The Toronto-based Voyager filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in the U.S. Southern District Court of New York, estimating that it had more than 100,000 creditors and somewhere between $1 billion and $10 billion in assets. The reason Voyager had to file for bankruptcy is because Voyager's loan book, which means all the customer loans it had given out, it accounted for nearly half of its total asset, and nearly 60% of that loan book was comprised of loans to Three Arrows Capital. Three Arrows Capital, if you remember, is a crypto trading and investment firm that went under following the Luna and Terra UST collapse. So what we saw was a cascading waterfall of bankruptcy and liquidation one after the other. And now, with FTX's collapse, we're seeing the same thing happen again with other crypto firms like BlockFi. When Voyager filed for bankruptcy back in July, they opened up their assets for bidding. And in September 2022, FTX won the bid to buy crypto lender Voyager Digital's assets out of bankruptcy. The FTX bid was valued at approximately $1.4 billion US. The problem now is that FTX itself has collapsed. It can't afford to buy Voyager anymore. Therefore, Voyager has had to reopen the bidding process all over again. FTX US, along with its international parent company FTX and quantitative trading firm Alameda Research, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in the US earlier this week after news spread of the company's massive liquidity crisis. The portfolio of those companies now has a massive hole of anywhere between $10 billion and $50 billion on their balance sheets. Of course, part of that money was supposed to be for Voyager and its customers when they were supposed to be acquired. Not that FTX would be able to afford to buy Voyager Digital anyway, but according to Voyager's main bankruptcy attorney, Joshua Sussberg, FTX violated its contract to buy Voyager out of bankruptcy, therefore can pursue other bids. The bankruptcy attorney said, "We were shocked, disgruntled, dismayed. There will be no transaction with FTX. I think that is quite obvious." There were other losing bidders to FTX for Voyager's asset, and one of those includes crypto exchange CrossTower. A spokesperson from CrossTower said to Cointelegraph, "We are working on a revised offer that we feel will benefit the Voyager customers and the wider crypto community. CrossTower has always been and will continue to be very community focused." CrossTower's original bid proposed keeping the existing Voyager platform and application, meaning that customers wouldn't have to switch platforms once the deal was done. So it's not quite clear what's going to happen now with Voyager Digital. It's a painful experience, I can imagine, for people who use that platform, because not only were they not at fault for what happened to Voyager Digital, but Voyager Digital weren't at fault for what happened to Three Arrows Capital, and perhaps you can make the argument that Three Arrows Capital weren't at fault for the Luna collapse, although maybe that's a stretch. And when Voyager Digital declared bankruptcy, it did seem like FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried were the white knight that came in that would save the day, and perhaps users would get their money back from the Voyager platform. So to see what's happened now with FTX's collapse, the company that was supposed to buy Voyager, man, that must be so disheartening and frustrating for the users who have assets on Voyager Digital. Let's see what's going to happen. It seems like CrossTower, one of the losing bidders, is still interested in Voyager, and there may be more companies now who are interested in purchasing the distressed asset as well. If you're interested to keep up to date with what's going on, then stay tuned. Got more videos coming up. And if you also want to learn more about making money, living smarter, and being happier, then I think you should check out this video here, because I think you'll also enjoy that too. I'll see you there.